Joshua 10-12 marks a turning point in Israel's journey. After entering the land and defeating Jericho and Ai, Joshua now leads Israel in full-scale conquest, south, then north. But these chapters aren't just about war. They're about God's faithfulness, power, and fulfillment of His word, and how He uses obedience, not human strength, to win impossible battles. After Israel makes peace with the Gibeonites in chapter 9, 5 Amorite kings view that as a betrayal. They form a southern coalition and attack Gibeon. "Come up to us and help us, for all the kings of the Amorites are gathered against us." Joshua 10:6. Though Gibeon had deceived Israel, Joshua honors the covenant. He and his army march all night and surprise the enemy. The Lord threw down large hailstones from heaven. And more died from the hailstones than by the sword. Joshua 10:11. Then Joshua prays, "Sun, stand still at Gibeon, and moon in the valley of Ayalon." Joshua 10:12. God answers, the sun delays setting, and Israel finishes the battle. There has been no day like it before or since, when the Lord heeded the voice of a man. Joshua 10:14. Joshua captures and executes the 5 kings, hangs them publicly, and takes city after city in the south, including Makkedah, Lachish, Hebron, and Debir. God honors covenants, even when people don't. And He empowers bold, faith-filled prayers, because He fights for His people. Sometimes, the victory you seek will only come when you dare to ask for the impossible. Just when the south is secured, a northern alliance forms, this time under Jabin, king of Hazor. This force is massive, chariots, horses, and soldiers as many as the sand on the seashore. But God gives Joshua the same word, "Do not be afraid of them, for tomorrow at this time I will give over all of them slain." Joshua 11:6. Joshua launches a surprise attack at the waters of Merom, defeats them, and burns Hazor, the lead city. Unlike the southern campaign, many of the northern cities are captured but not destroyed, yet the hearts of the enemies remain hardened. It was the Lord's doing to harden their hearts. Joshua 11:20. Finally, so Joshua took the whole land. And the land had rest from war. Joshua 11:23. Even the biggest threats are nothing when God fights for you. The enemy may look overwhelming, but God's word never fails. He doesn't just promise victories, He finishes them. These are the kings of the land whom the people of Israel defeated. Joshua 12:1. This chapter is a list, not of random names, but of God's fulfilled promises. 2 kings defeated by Moses east of the Jordan: Sihon, king of Heshbon, Og, king of Bashan. 31 kings defeated by Joshua west of the Jordan, one by one, their names are listed. Each name once represented a threat, a fear, a wall. Now they stand as testimonies of God's power. In all, 31 kings. Joshua 12:24. Sometimes we forget the battles God has already won. But this chapter shows us, it's important to name them, remember them, and give Him credit. When we look back, we build faith for the next battle ahead. Joshua 10-12 shows that the promised land isn't just about geography, it's about learning to trust God's power in every circumstance. In chapter 10, God makes the sun stand still because His people prayed boldly. In chapter 11, He gives complete victory over massive opposition. In chapter 12, He leaves a written record of every victory, because remembering matters. God doesn't just start things, He finishes them. And today, we serve the same God, who answers bold prayers, who fights through our faith, and who finishes every promise He begins. Not one word has failed of all the good things that the Lord your God promised. Joshua 21:45, echoed later.